well, I've gutted my shop and moved into a storage unit, and I'm hoarding wood now. This is what you guys wanted. More cutting boards. The orders are out of control right now. I don't even know what to do, but guess I'm making more videos. Instead of getting a couple of feet of snow, we got rain. Here we are, ready to start another batch. Gutted the garage. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I also added a bunch of tools, so maybe the same amount of room. Where am I going to put this wood? Well, here again, last cutting board video has been out of control, and you guys have been really awesome, and I don't know, it's just overwhelming. Part-time cutting boards here, and to keep up with all the orders that you guys seem to want, I would need a huge shop and a bunch of employees, so it's something to work towards. But thank you guys, I really appreciate it. I bought a bunch of shorts to get a little better price on them. The exotics, just like the shorts, don't come with a clean side. You know, they look like this, they're not straight. So to put them on the table saw, you need to clean them up with the track saw that I just got. It's a lot easier than using a skill saw and a straight piece of square stock. Small shop edition, stacking your dust deputy on top of your vac, as it seems to be a pretty standard thing to do. It gets out of the way. Put some tiny little casters on there. Try to make it as small as possible. This is straight pipe instead of the corrugated stuff, so that it gets a better flow. The way this is set up, it can pull right off. It can actually come right out, in and out. It's as tight as it can be. The bucket can come right out, make for easy changes. A lot of people ask about the wood, what kind of woods I use. Padauk, Purple Heart, Wenge, Walnut, Cherry, and Maple. And a lot of people ask, you know, what's the gray wood? Well, it's not gray, but sometimes it kind of looks that way. You know, once it gets finished on there, it'll look a lot more brown, but that would be walnut. So glide coat. Works really good for the stiction, for the wood coming through here once it gets sticky and then it gets stuck on the rollers and then you get some burn marks. So you just spray it, let it sit for a little bit, wipe it down. It's a really nice wax. Love that stuff. It's expensive, but it also works good for cast iron. This is the Timberwolf 1-inch. Definitely isn't enough juice for this thing, but it's all I got. Here's the new setup. Resawing all the strips on the bandsaw. A lot safer than doing that on the table saw. Got my layouts. Have 2 different sizes mostly, and the new drum sander has the outfeed tables. Made a little table here. Time to run some strips. So we're looking at 30 boards or so, give or take. They're all sold already. Probably have somewhere around 200 boards on the list that people want. And this will be the last run in the shop before I do my big production run in another shop, and hopefully I can fill all these orders. You guys have just been absolutely incredible with all the feedback, and I'm truly humbled, and I just want to say thank you to you guys, because I couldn't be taking these next steps if it weren't for you guys. So thank you, thank you. Good? Yep, that's good. That'll work. Thank you. Well, 2 weeks ago I thought I was hoarding lumber. I guess I'm really hoarding lumber now. It's all your guys' fault. Well, that took a minute. Here we are, 10 new styles, and I hope you guys like them, because the ones you guys like are going to be going into the production run. What do they look like? We'll see. Here we go. Lots of comments on this. Here it is. Type Bond 3, non-toxic, waterproof, passes Type 1 water resistance, FDA approved for indirect food contact. First glue up in the books for these 30 cutting boards. You can never have enough clamps. So you're doing your layouts and you wonder, when you glue everything up and it's full of glue and it's nasty, how are these boards going to turn out? And I would have to say they are looking pretty dang good. And this is what I'm talking about. It's got glue all over it. It's together. It looks like it could be pretty sweet, but once it spits out of that planer, man. What a difference planing makes. Look at that beauty. Just a wee bit nicer here than the good old chop saw. Don't be eyeballing my scraps. Now I know everybody's eyeballing my scraps there. I got a plan. Once again, it all comes back down to sanding. And this thing's done about 50 cutting boards now. Buck tool. pretty hot, but it has been awesome and a great time saver for these. Last one. It's only 12:30 at night. The wifey is a night nurse, so that she could get out of the COVID unit, and I am on daddy daycare. This is me being Mr. Mom in the shop, all because you guys want a pile of boards. So pretty awesome. Sanding, my favorite thing. Well, it's probably going to be like a 10-second time lapse, and that was really 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So we got what would have been 30 boards, but I had 2 custom orders for some 24-inch long ones with juice grooves, and that meant that there was a 17-inch board left over, and then I'm going to be doing a couple of cheese boards with the remainder instead of doing a weird kind of 12-inch by 12-inch board. So I had this wind air filter in the last video, but it's multiplied, and by having one go in one direction and one go in the other and double the filtration, it has really helped. And you can see the Paduke dust in there. It's pretty serious. These 2 filters in here has been a huge help. And with one remote, they both fire up at the same time. Just like the buck tool, these filters, I have affiliated links in my description. Not sponsored in any kind of way, again. And if you want to help support the channel, help me keep creating videos for you guys, please use the links. Thank you. Okay, another mess. But the dowels worked pretty good for keeping the cutting boards in place while routing. Might be off by just a whisker, but plenty good enough. Alright, time to get groovy. It's not supposed to look like that. So doing the juice grooves in that jig is definitely going to take a little bit of muscle memory to figure out. I went the wrong direction on the first board and I had this big woo right here. That wasn't supposed to happen, and I drilled my finger too. Tomorrow's the big day, and it's because of you guys. I was hoping to get these boards done before this next fleet of boards, but it'll have to wait. I have saved most all of my cutoffs in all my different patterns. Time to pick the top 15 and hopefully turn them into 150 boards. Maybe 120, 150, whatever 500 board feet will get me. So I glued these up for making some bowls, but now I'm going to have to cut them up because I need them for templates. That's really impressive. Now for resawing, I mean, look at that. There is no teeth marks whatsoever. Shop time. You want to go to the shop? So first off, I'm going to pick my clear winners for the series, which alright, so I've narrowed it down to here, and the wife came out and helped me go through them. It's go time. What are we gonna do, 150 cutting boards? And here in Alaska, you gotta plug your truck in when it's negative 10 degrees outside. All right, let me know when you guys are sick of this time lapse. So my good buddy Ian's coming out to help. He's an amazing finish carpenter, and over over the past 7 years, I have learned a phenomenal amount from that guy. He is a really good dude, and he lined this up for me, and he's going to be here to help. It's really huge. So if you're watching, buddy, thank you. The man, the myth, the legend. Look at this thing, it's a 2-inch blade. Huge powder feeder. Huge rotating glue rack. And a conveyor for gluing. This should really help speed up the process. Well, that didn't work out. That's a bummer. Ian said we gotta do it in my driveway, so it's a lot better than the garage. So needless to say, it didn't work out at the shop. Thanks, Chief. It's all your fault. Well, it's only 10 degrees, but we need to make this happen. Almost there. She's heavy. So that didn't work out. Plan B. It's 10 o'clock. It's been a long day. Time to go home. For multiple reasons, it didn't work out. Can't really go into the details why. He runs a really nice shop over there. Long story short, Ian, who is a great driving force, and we work together, really awesome, and we did it in the driveway instead. Turning big shop production into small shop production once again, and this is, am I really going to try to do 80 boards at one time in my garage? And I got to get these boards out of my hair. You guys are putting me to work. It's late, it's 10 o'clock. Need to say hi to the wife, have a beer. Stay tuned. So I just finished sanding and just heard the northern lights were out. And just like that, as fast as they appeared, northern lights were gone.
Man, that's a lot of dust. Super fine dust.
So these are ready for stamp and finish. And I have to say I'm pretty happy how those came out. Not all of them are going to make it into my new signature series, but a little board butter, beeswax mineral oil, nice little sealer to finish it off, little buff, she's good to go. Really do appreciate you guys sticking through this video and being here. I'll do my best to answer all your questions. I try, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, but I'll do the best I can. It's all I can do. And you know, like I said before, you know, it's been a humbling experience having all of you guys enjoy my last cutting board video, and I'll do my best to keep making more, and you guys are keeping me busy, and got a pile of chaotic boards to make, end grain boards, coasters, lots of stuff. So you can find me on Facebook at DeVo's WoodCraft, or new website to come is KrisDevo.com, should be up real soon. And also contact KrisDevo@gmail.com. I have hundreds of orders, but I hope to be filling them soon. Stay tuned. Because of all the awesome support from you guys, we have this opportunity and we're extremely grateful. 28 boards, all pre-sold, with hundreds of more orders to go, and we're doing the best we can to step up production and make it happen for you guys.
Thank you very much. Say hi. Say hi, blow kisses.